Hello once again, travelers in the void. Happy Lunar New Year. We are finally in the year of 2026, the year of the fire horse. Today is also a solar eclipse in Aquarius, so it's going to be a great change, which will be exciting. But also look forward to less change, because in the year of the snake, which is where we were before, 2025 was a whole time period of just shedding the skin and rebirth and new things and new egos, new mindsets, new things. And now we're finally finding some stability. So I'm really excited for that. I was going to do a reading for the new year. I was going to do, new perspective, or, what to expect for the new year. Something, simple like that. But I had a very interesting dream last night. In my dream, a friend of mine was asking for a tarot reading, and it was written on the table, and as they slowly removed the things out of the way to show it, it said, "Will he spend a day with me?" And then I woke up, and I just wrote down the question on my phone so I wouldn't forget, got ready, and I was like, okay, well, I guess that's the tarot reading we're going to be doing today. If you're still interested in that other tarot reading of new perspectives for 2026, put it down in the comments, or give this video a like, and I'll know that you are also interested in that reading as well. So we're going to be doing a Celtic cross, and because I don't know who this reading is for, I'm just going to be throwing out a couple zodiac signs here. Let's see what we get. Why are we getting the same ones as last time? Okay. Okay, now it's a little different. Kinda. Throw one more. Okay. For zodiac signs, we have Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. So those are the zodiac signs that have to do with this reading. They could be your zodiac signs. They could be someone else's zodiac signs that this reading could be about. Yeah, let's get started here. So, for whoever this reading is for, will he spend a day with you? Let's find out. What is the reason for the spending of the day? Why is that significant? I don't know. In my dream, it was just so out of nowhere, and it just felt so significant at the time. Especially since that dream was just weird in general. And then, the last thing I fucking see is, oh yeah, here's this reading you need to do the day before I'm going to be doing a reading. And it's I don't know. I thought that was weird. I thought that was peculiar. Get my coffee out the way. We have a lot of major arcana here. I dropped something really quick. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I dropped a couple things. So I didn't realize I also dropped another zodiac sign, which was Taurus. Okay. Not really sure what this reading is about yet. Something about reinvention, something about healing, walking away from what no longer serves, trusting your path, working on your environment. Let's get some clarification here. Turning point. Okay. Interesting. Let's grab the last card. I feel like there's a lot of we have cup cards, wand cards, sword cards. Not that many. No, and yeah, we have and pentacle. Well, there's one pentacle card, but 2 pentacle cards. I don't know. It's just it's very chaotic. I feel like there's so much going on. It's weird. Let me see if I can get an oracle card here to get like a bit more information. Like, why? Like, what is the significance of needing to see this person? You know, like, why is this person important? Grief. One second. Okay, so for the Gypsy Amulet, we have, I take what I need with harm to no one. Survival instincts, Mars. The mind is extremely sharp with an uncanny ability to observe and assimilate details. Little can escape this clever scrutiny. Protective of others, yet at times selfish. Beautiful or awe-inspiring appearance. Very wise, but tactless or blunt. Okay. Maybe... What the fuck? This is such a weird reading. So I guess whoever this is for is looking at all the details in order to maybe talk to this person or like to see if they will spend a day with them, and is looking at all the details, but they are maybe going about it, you're going about it a bit too blunt, maybe a bit too emotionless, maybe it's like maybe you're having a hard time putting emotion into your message or into the way how you want to portray yourself. Yeah, sounds about right. And we also have this card here, Grief. It's the picture on it. Number 19. Grief deepens you, allowing you to explore the parameters of your soul. Grief is the only gateway to certain levels of consciousness, and it is a hard taskmaster. Through grief, you can explore every aspect of your dark side: anger, pain, abandonment, terror, loneliness, aspects of the sacred wound that we usually try to ignore in our daily lives. Grief forces you to acknowledge those parts of yourself that are not yet healed. If you can look at grief as a teaching, you will grow. If you can look at grief with awareness and an open heart, it is one of the greatest teachers of all. The seeds of wisdom and enlightenment are planted within the wounds of grief. What is lost can come back to us again in higher ways. So maybe... Okay. So you've lost this person, or you think you've lost this person, and you're trying to find a way back, and you're healing, but there might still be some parts of you that you're still, in a sense, ignoring, or maybe that just aren't healed completely yet. So it seems like that's the situation. Yeah, I think just take your time with it. We'll get into the tarot to see if this person will spend the day with you. But it seems like there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of miscommunication, it seems. So yeah, let's get into the tarot. In your present position, you have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card of environment. It's a card of giving, but also keeping enough for yourself so that you are also well. It's also a card of being able to see your situation from a high point of view. That's why she has that bird there with her. It's also pre-Empress energy, so that means that, you know, she's also energy that is leading to full abundance, fulfillment, and fertility. So there's that, and we also have the Six of Cups, which is a card of a turning point. It's a card of nostalgia. It's also a card of innocence. So seems like there could be some sort of turning point or a change, or maybe a bit of letting the guard down in your environment, which could be helpful in this situation of trying to talk to this person, you know, letting down your guard. In your past position, you have the Magician, amazing card, and the Page of Cups. So maybe you've been working a lot on yourself, you know, telling from these other cards, you've been working a lot on yourself, you've been seeing what you can accomplish, how can you accomplish things, and what, you know, maybe talents or tools that you weren't using before that you can use now to help you in the situation with this person that you want to reach out to. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, and you know, going back into the present position, I mean, you're reinventing yourself into a softer, more passionate version of yourself. Um, in the future position, you have the Eight of Cups and also the Five of Wands. So the Eight of Cups, today is the eclipse. This is the only card in the tarot with an eclipse on it. Just saying. I've been getting this card a lot ever since this eclipse has been showing, like nearby. So this card is a card of leaving things, or not things, but leaving behind experiences, people, things that used to emotionally fulfill you, leaving them behind because it just no longer does it. This could even be like what's the word I'm looking for? Like coping mechanisms, right? Like, you know, leaving those things behind that just don't work anymore. Like, or even just like the way how you used to see life is like, it's just dead now. Like it doesn't work anymore. Getting ego death vibes here, or if not ego death, but at least shedding the old skin, which makes sense because we just, you know, we're entering a new year, so it's not time. Like if you still have your old skin on now, this is your last chance to get rid of it for the new year. So you could be being pushed by the divine to do this, since we do have the Chariot and the Hierophant. And with the Five of Wands, you know, this could be, maybe there are some people who are trying to keep you staying where you've always been, or staying small. Could be someone of the same sex, because the Five of Wands usually has to do with competition or conflict between the same sex. So yeah, so there could be some people who are trying to stop you from becoming the best version of yourself. And unfortunately, that's just how it always goes. Some people just don't want to see others evolve and progress, which is very sad, but it is a harsh reality. In the desired goals and in the thoughts, we have... hold on. There we go. We have the Star. And the Star is a card of consciousness. It is a card of healing, water, and also air. And also following your star that will bring you fulfillment. And you know, so this is, I'm definitely getting shedding of the old ego into a new, truer self. This is actually an Aquarius card, and we have Aquarius right here. So yeah, I think it's very interesting that, yeah, and it seems like you're still like, maybe not, I don't think it's like you're deciding to have the ego death. I think it's like saying it's still in process with the Two of Swords. You know, it's still like, still in process, still loading. So, but I think, yeah, I think you just need to give yourself a little bit more time. Allow yourself to expand your consciousness. Allow yourself to fully mature, right? Yeah, and with the energy that's crossing you, you have the boobies. I have to cover the boobies. Sorry. We have the Chariot, and the Chariot is a card of balancing the negative and positive energies within yourself. That's what the two Sphinxes represent. He also has no harness on them. He doesn't have anything tying himself to them. So he's not necessarily controlling them. They are actually just guiding him, and he has full trust. And there's more star imagery up here, which signifies that he's following divine guidance. He's following the stars to lead him to where he needs to go. And there is a city in the back, which is the city he's always known, and he's leaving it to go on an adventure to find his full purpose. So yeah, I really get a lot of like new life. Oh yeah, we have the Ace of Wands too, so new life. We have new life, new person. I'm feeling like, you know, you're a new person. But that's not really answering the question here on, will this person like allow you, or not allow you, but will this person spend a day with you? And and your next card is actually the Four of Wands. And I think, yes, I think, the Four of Wands is a card of achievement. It's a card of union. It's also a card of marriage. So I think, and this is the energy that's crossing you. So that means this energy is what you're currently dealing with right now. This is the energy that either hurts you or helps you. And I think it's helping you because these are all great cards. So yeah, and going back into that future part, yeah, actually, I don't want to say anything on that. I think I already said everything I had to say. Yeah, I think there's just someone trying to stop you from doing it. Yeah. In the subconscious, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. So Three of Pentacles is working together with people. It's working on a project, and it's also wanting to be recognized for your efforts. So maybe you want this person to see how much you've grown. You want this person to see that you've put in the work to change, that you deserve to spend a day with them. And we also have the Hierophant. So I definitely think that they will be giving you that second chance or that day, because that's two people being initiated together. That's also guidance as well. So I think that's also really good. In your advice, you have the Seven of Cups, and you also have the Seven of Swords. 2 sevens equals 14, equal 5. Sevens have to pertain to divine choices, divine guidance. 7 is a very divine number. We have 7 colors, 7 main musical notes, 7 chakras. It's a very divine number. And 7 plus 7, 14. 1 plus the 4, numerology equals 5. That would also signify change. Could also be but it's like change, but it can also be a bit chaotic or need to adapt. So yeah, again, I think you're going through a divine change right now, leaving behind all that no longer serves, everything that kept you small, and now you're getting into this new skin, this new person. You're a better person now. You're becoming a person who deserves, or a person who what's the word I'm looking for? A person who will fight for what they want, I feel like. Yeah. I feel that. So yeah, anyway, with the Seven of Cups, dreams, illusions, many opportunities, many possibilities. 7 of Swords, trying to be tactful, trying to figure out what it is that you can do. How can we get this done? What do I say? What emotion do I give? What do I have to offer? That's kind of what I'm getting from here. I think if you just speak from the heart, I think it'll be all right. I think if you just that feels heavy. Yeah. You can't really overthink it. You just have to say what you feel. Allow the grief to write, because then it's real. Because if you're trying to put on a front that you're strong, or that it's, it wasn't that big of a deal, or something, if you're trying to still appear with your armor on, I think you might run into an obstacle. And here in the external influences, we have the Two of Swords. So yeah, still in the process of changing into a different person, because we also have the Hermit, which is literally inner healing, going within, climbing the mountain, and isolation. So it's yeah, you're definitely taking your time to figure yourself out, and you're still in the process, which is, take your time, I don't... Well, after this, we'll throw a couple cards and see if this person will leave. But I have a feeling that they're probably not going to leave. All right, in your hopes and fears, you have the 10 of Swords, and you have the Ace of Wands. We have a duality here. I think it's a hope and a fear. I think you're fearing rejection. I think you're fearing that it's over. I think you're fearing that there is no way to come back. But this is a card of rebirth, and it's a card of hitting rock bottom, but once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere lower you can fall. It's just standing up from there. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're afraid of being stabbed in the back, stabbed in the heart. But at the same time, you're also hoping for a new life or a new passion and new experiences. So it's like, this duality. Another thing I would like to say here is looking at the numerology. So we have 10 and then ace, which would be, well, would it be 1? Yeah, it would be 1, right? Yeah, because then it goes to 2. So 10 in numerology is actually a start of a new cycle, which is why the 10 of Swords is like a rebirth. And then with the Ace of Swords, it's a 1 card. So start of a new cycle, right? So I think regardless of what is going to happen, you're going to start something new life, new something. Yeah, like it changes in the air and you can't really escape it. Outcome. In your outcome, we have the 8 of Swords and we have the Knight of Swords. So it's like 8 of Swords is feeling stuck. And I think, I feel like I'm not really answering the main question I asked here of like, will he spend the day with you? And it's just like, because I feel like there's just so much else going on. Like there's so much other things going on. And so like, I think I'm really just going to like pull a card of just like, yes or no. But like, I just feel like there's so much going on with you. And there's so much like thinking and emotions but also passion. And then there's also like planning, it's like there's all this stuff going on. And with, we have 2 swords cards here. So it's like definitely like the thinking of it, right? It's like you're thinking like, I'm stuck, I can't do anything. But at the same time, you're like, no, I'm going to push forward and I'm going to be blunt and I'm going to just like say how I feel and whatever happens, happens. And heavy, it's like, that's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy. Yeah, let's throw a card. Let's throw an oracle card. I don't know. That's a good card, but I want to answer the question. So, yes, no, how, what's happening? If this person reaches out to this other person, will he spend a day with them? Balance. Just get a couple tarot cards here. If this person reaches out to this other person, will he spend the day with them? Judgment, yeah. I think they're waiting for the call. This is literally like hearing the call of the divine, right? And like getting up and going for the rebirth. This card is rebirth. And so, yeah, I think they're waiting for the call. I think they are. They'll definitely go out on a day with you. Balance. Here is... All right, we're good. Here's the picture. Number 2. The structure of your daily spiritual life must be built on a strong foundation in the physical world. Like a pillar of selected shaman stones, balanced carefully, one on another. I read that wrong. Hold on. Let me read that again. That was a long sentence. The structure of your daily spiritual life must be built on a strong foundation in the physical world. Like a pillar of selected shaman stones, balanced carefully, one on another. Take care of your body through diet and exercise. Express your strength in acts of power and bring greater awareness to the exchange of money. Protect and nourish your family and express your integrity by bringing balance into society and nature. Then you will be prepared in the physical realm for higher spiritual learning. Your being is a spirit lodge, the foundation of which is rooted in physical manifestation, strong against the storms along the trail to higher consciousness. To take power, make your spirit available. Then take your power and bring your physical and spiritual natures into balance. Okay. So, I think first thing I'll say is, because this is major arcana, I think if you're ready or not, I think this person will still spend a day with you. But what I'm getting from this card is like, if you want to have the least amount of setbacks, if you want to spend a day with this person and then spend another day with this person and another day with this person, you need to be in balance within your spirit and your physical self. And it seems like you're in the process of that balance right now with the Two of Swords and like the Star and the Hermit. So it's like you're in the process of getting that balance. And maybe you just need another week. Maybe you just need, a little bit more time. I mean, it could be tomorrow. It's up to you, You're the one that's healing. You're the one that knows. I feel like you have another question. 25 minutes. Okay, I had 44 on the clock. Fuck it. All right. Should you reach out to this person right now? Should you reach out to this person right? Okay. There's two cards here. And it's a duality again. So there's the Devil card, and then there's the Fool. So it's like, I feel like it's up to you. Like, there's two options right now. It's like, if you reach out now, depending on how you're looking at it, if you're looking at it from a place of like the grief, the unhealed wounds, and all these things, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time because I think the past, whatever wound is still open, if you haven't at least put like, if you haven't even acknowledged that's there, like at least if you put like a Band-Aid on it and you're like, okay, I'm going to heal it. It's healing. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm going to, heal. Then I think you'd be fine. But if you're not even going to acknowledge the wound, if you're just going to say, no, I'm going to text him right now and whatever happens, I think you're going to have a hard time. I think you're going to hit a delay. But if you take your time, or at least acknowledge the wounds and say, like, maybe I'm not perfect yet, but I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to at least give this a shot, I think then you'll get the Fool. And the Fool is a card of new beginnings, going on a journey. It's a great card. It's a card of almost being like, everyone see like this dog is like trying to stop him from like taking a leap of faith. And it's like everything, and it reminds you of that Future card. It's like everything is trying to stop him from taking a leap of faith. But if he doesn't take the leap of faith, then his story ends there. Like there is no major. The rest of the major arcana never happens. He never becomes the magician. He's never becomes guided by the divine. He never finds full consciousness. He never figures out, how to look within the soul. Like it never happens. So never get to hear the call. So it's like, those are your two options right now. And depending on how you look at it is going to be your outcome. So yeah. You can either look at it as you being chained. God damn it, man. I gotta cover all this bullshit. Like you see, like they are chained. And the chains are very loose on their neck, by the way, so they can easily take it off. So it's like either you could be chained to your past ego, or you can take a leap of faith into this new reality. But regardless, I think this person will spend a day with you, but how you choose to behave is up to you. And then from where it goes from there, is how it's gonna go. So yeah. I hope that answered your question. Whoever this reading is for, you requested it in my dream, so here it is. Yeah. Until next time, Traveler in the Void. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Happy Lunar New Year, and blessings for the rest of 2020, or this new beginning of 2026 and beyond. So yeah, have a nice day.